continue to rain Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending on which weather channel you watch. Some have it moving out of here by 4. Others have it moving out by 8. You never know, Steve. Obviously you hate it. Everybody hates it. Yeah. There's so many people that, this is their vacation. They come down here for this purpose, and the last thing you want to have them do is sit in cold and rain. But it does look like we're going to start that way for sure on Sunday.
In the worst-case scenario, could they run it Monday?
Yeah, that would be the rain plan. I haven't heard exactly what it is, but yes, I know that there are provisions being made right now, not only for the 500, but we have the Xfinity Series race down here tomorrow. We have the ARCA race here tomorrow. So they're already putting plans in place for them. Daytona 500, no exception. Hopefully we get it in on Sunday. If not, we would be looking at a Monday.
Well, and the problem here is we're having deja vu, PTSD, swampy times, because this is just a repeat of last. And even as great as that all worked out,
yep,
that's what it was. It was just a monsoon all weekend.
What do we have, 8 inches of rain?
Yeah.
On that day, that was just unbelievable. I hated it for everybody involved. But, they got it in. It wasn't what anybody wanted.
And it looked great on TV, and NASCAR and the city made it work, and they'll make this work too.
You got to think about the festivities surrounding it were canceled, but at least the race went on. I think in Daytona, if it goes late, you got lights on the track, so you can still run it as a night race if it's clean or clear or dry.
Yeah, exactly, Jane. And I think that's what we're going to just hope for. I mean, I do not think that we're going to start this thing on time based on what we're seeing currently. But again, I will say this, though, Jane, that when we got down here, I got here on Tuesday, and they were showing rain all day Sunday and into Monday. Now they keep backing that up, or moving it forward, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we still got, another 48 hours to wait this thing out. So hopefully it will move out of here. And, we can get the thing started at 3 or 4 or 5, but at least we can get it in on Sunday. And you're right, they do have lights here, so we could race it in prime time on Sunday night,
which might be pretty cool. I love the idea of prime time on Sunday night. So talk about this. So the drivers are looking, they're saying, okay, it's going to be rainy, and if not, it's still going to be wet. How do they prepare differently with this weather for this big race?
I don't think they will, Jane. They've all got their RVs here. They're all in the driver-owner lot inside the racetrack. They'll be ready. They can see what we can see. They can hear what we can hear. They'll get, once the track dryers go on to the racetrack, it takes about 2.5 hours to dry the racetrack. Now, obviously, that means there's no more rain after that. So once the track dryers go on, if it's clear behind it, they'll know that, within a matter of a couple of hours, they need to start getting ready. So they've, as you know, Jane, they've done this before. So just like the fans, they'll wait it out and wait to get the call and say, all right, here's the deal. We're going to go at, I'm making this up now, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, or we're just not going to get it dry. So we'll see everybody back here on Monday. We truly will just have to wait and see what happens.
And it's going to be a floating decision point, because you're going to have hundreds of thousands of people there to begin with who are there for the race. I don't anticipate, maybe you do, I don't anticipate them saying it's Monday tomorrow. I anticipate that happening sometime Sunday, or it's Sunday night instead of Sunday afternoon. It's an adventure for the networks having to cover it, but we'll have it whenever it starts here. So let's pretend it's dry for a minute. Who do you like?
I like Brad Keselowski. Steve. He's so good on these big super speedways. He's got 7 wins in total on them, although he has never won the Great American Race. This is just a team, a driver, an organization that I really think is poised and ready to finally win the Daytona 500. That's my pick at the moment, Steve.
But what about Denny Hamlin? Because didn't he win Daytona last year, so he's going to want to go back and repeat it? Because I think he could get in there as the winner again. But then I also look at Ryan Blaney, who could also take the win because he's coming off.
He wiped out a car last night. He hit the wall a ton in the first dual race. So they will be going to a backup car. Jane, you're so smart.
Thank you.
I remember that from last summer.
I still love it. I still love it.
Yeah, she's all over it.
I'm trying to get to the pit row.
And I know you are, Pit Road, Jane. So Denny Hamlin, absolutely odds-on favorite. You picked the guy that most people will pick. He's a 3-time Daytona 500 winner. He almost won the race here last night. His teammate Christopher Bell beat him to the line. Yes, if you're just looking for the favorite, Denny Hamlin would be that guy. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Brad, Denny, those are the favorites coming in, but it's Daytona. And it's hard to really pick a favorite because until that white flag goes in the air, you just don't know. The whole thing, you spend 499 miles trying to put yourself in a position to be up front, to stay out of the crash. And if you can do that, Jane, you got a shot to win the Daytona 500.
How about this? How about a long shot pick? How about his second full-time Cup Series season? How about Ty Gibbs? He's coming in at plus 3,000. That might be a good bet for the weekend.
I would not hesitate to put money on Ty Gibbs, Steve. That truly is a good pick. He ran well last night. They did not, none of the Toyotas, you guys are naming some of the Toyotas. The Toyotas did not qualify well at all, but that doesn't mean a thing. We dropped the green flag in the 2 duels last night, and the Toyotas immediately drove to the front. Ty Gibbs ran at the front. Toyotas won both races last night. Tyler Reddick won the first one. Christopher Bell won the second one, and after qualifying on Wednesday night, you'd say Toyotas have no shot at all. That couldn't be further from the truth. So, yeah, Ty Gibbs, can you imagine? That would be his first career win.
Yep.
And if it happened on Sunday in the Daytona 500, that would make the storyline.
And would Grandpa be there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only will he be there, he'll be the first one in victory lane to wait for his grandson. And, of course, you're talking about Coach Joe Gibbs.
Right. So, last time the Redskins / Commanders had themselves a football team was Coach Joe Gibbs.
Wow.
Well, look, it's going to be fascinating. I hope it goes off on Sunday and you don't have to wait till Monday. But this is such a weird time we live in.
Can we just
such
bring
a
big
weird year.
golf umbrella, maybe? Because that's
one big golf umbrella. Yeah, that'd be a lot of golf in Daytona. Let me get one caller in here before I let you run, Jeff. It's Dave in Crystal Lake. Jeff can hear you. Dave, go ahead.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, you mentioned that Ryan Blaney crashed his primary car. As hard as he hit that wall, I can't imagine that team, as good as they are going to get that car ready for the race. Do you think he's still got a shot with the backup car?
Absolutely. Thank you for the call and great question. Yes, I do. You got to look at the fact that everybody has a backup car. In that transporter, everybody brought a backup car down here. Do you want to have to go to a backup because the primary is absolutely their best piece of equipment? You don't want to have to do it, but honestly, this is Team Penske you're talking about, and they will have a car in that trailer every bit as good as their primary. I would not think that would slow Ryan Blaney down at all.
We are scheduled to go live on Sunday for Daytona. What time are we starting, boys?
12:30?
12:30. All right, 12:30. In the case of Jeff, he can't leave the track. He's standing by right now.
From now until then.
And you know what, Steve? No matter what, rain or shine, you will hear my voice at 12:30 on WLS.
That's exactly right.
More than likely, it's going to say, and we're going to be in a holding pattern. but yeah, we're going to be on at 12:30, and we do appreciate you, WLS, all of the race fans, and you guys are just a great affiliate, and we appreciate you so much. And hopefully on Sunday, Steve, at some point, we're going to say, they come off for green flag is in the air, and we are racing the 66.
That's what you want.
We love it.
That's what you want. Yeah. That's what you want. We figured it out last summer. They'll figure it out this weekend.
Right.
All right, Jeff, thanks.
Thank you, Jeff.
You got it.
Have a great call. That's Jeff Striegle with the Motor Racing Network.
I sure do like Jeff Striegle.
Yeah, he's great.
I know it. I'll be listening at 12:30.